Imagine for a moment that you find yourself in a dark night, the clear sky above you, and suddenly a red shadow begins to rise on the horizon. A bloody light floods everything in its path. The moon, usually soft and silvery, now shines with an ominous intensity, like a harbinger of the unsettling. This is no ordinary moon. It is the blood moon, a phenomenon that has been observed and revered for millennia by ancient cultures. But beyond its visual fascination, what does it mean spiritually? What messages does this moon bring? One that, according to some traditions, has the power to connect the visible with the invisible. Today, we will explore the profound and esoteric meaning of the blood moon, an event that transcends mere astronomical observation and touches the very soul of humanity. We will unveil the hidden layers of its symbolism, its impact on cosmic energies, and how, according to esoteric teachings, this event can be a portal to deep spiritual transformation. We will also explore a practical ritual that will allow you to align with this cosmic energy and harness its power to deepen your personal growth. The blood moon is not just a physical phenomenon. It is a call to introspection. It invites us to look beyond the shadows of our being, to confront the hidden, the repressed, and the transformative. As we explore its meaning, you will see how this cosmic event can be much more than a simple lunar eclipse. It is an opportunity for profound renewal. Now join me on this journey into the mystical, the deep, and the ancestral, where we will unravel the secrets of the blood moon and how it can illuminate the path to our inner awakening. The blood moon, that mysterious ethereal phenomenon, has fascinated humanity for centuries, evoking both fear and admiration. However, to truly understand its spiritual significance, we must travel back in time, exploring the ancient cultures and the spiritual traditions that have interpreted this event as something much more than a mere astronomical occurrence. The earliest records of the blood moon come from ancient civilizations that looked to the sky with a mix of reverence and fear. For the ancient Egyptians, the blood moon represented the eternal cycle of life, death, and resurrection. It was a symbol of the goddess Isis, who ruled over magic and transformation. It was believed that during lunar eclipses, when the moon darkened and took on this reddish hue, a portal opened to the spiritual realm, a space between the world of the living and the dead. The blood of the moon was a sign of cosmic regeneration, a reminder that life continuously renews itself, even in darkness. In ancient Greece, philosophers of the time, such as Pythagoras, saw the blood moon not only as a natural phenomenon, but as a symbol of the soul's cycles. They believed that the moon represented the journey of the human soul, transitioning from light to darkness, facing internal shadows before reaching enlightenment. For them, the blood moon not only marked time but also indicated moments when one must confront their own spiritual depths, fears, and repressed desires. It was an invitation to purification and ascension towards a greater understanding of the cosmos. Native American peoples also attributed vital spiritual significance to it. The Navajo, for example, saw the blood moon as a time for reflection and purification. In their worldview, the red moon marked the end of one cycle and the beginning of another, symbolizing the opportunity to free oneself from the burdens of the past. In their culture, blood was a symbol of life itself, the life force that circulates in all creatures and in the cosmos itself. The lunar eclipse represented a chance to recharge that energy, to break free from old ties, and to move toward a higher version of oneself. In more esoteric traditions, like alchemy and Kabbalah, the blood moon holds an even deeper meaning. In alchemy, the blood of the moon is associated with the process of transmutation, the moment when the soul is purified and elevated. The red of the moon symbolizes the life force that must be transmuted, purified through internal fire to achieve spiritual realization. Similarly, in Kabbalah, the lunar eclipse serves as a reminder of the duality of existence, light and darkness, the visible and the invisible. The blood of the moon is a metaphor for the eternal flow of energy that connects both worlds, allowing us to transcend our earthly limitations. Therefore, the blood moon has been viewed throughout history, not merely as an astronomical event, but as a profound symbol of transformation, purification and spiritual rebirth. Ancient cultures from Egypt to the Americas understood that the universe is a living organism, and that these cosmic phenomena, while appearing to be mere astronomical curiosities, are intimately connected to the internal processes of the human being. This esoteric view of the blood moon is essential for understanding its spiritual significance. It is not simply a moment of darkness, but a portal to the hidden, a door to the depths of our being. It is an opportunity to confront our shadows, to purify our inner selves, and to be reborn into a higher form of consciousness. When the blood moon appears in the sky, it is not just a rare, fascinating celestial phenomenon, but a mirror of the human soul, reflecting both our shadows and our ability to be formed. This event is an allegory of what occurs within us in moments of crisis and revelation. To grasp the profound meaning of the blood moon, it is necessary to break down its most essential elements and their connection with the cosmic energies that impact both our physical and spiritual worlds. The moon, in many spiritual traditions, symbolizes the subconscious mind, the place where our dreams, repressed desires, fears, and forgotten memories reside. When the moon is dyed red, it doesn't just change color, it reveals a deep, energetic process that is underway, one that activates our own blood, the vital force that flows through our entire body and is connected to the very pulse of the universe. The red color of the moon represents raw, vital energy, a reminder of the primary force that resides within every human being. This cosmic blood has the power to transmute, to heal us, and to purify us, but it is also a symbol of sacrifice and liberation. During a blood moon, the cosmos invites us to make a symbolic sacrifice, leaving behind old beliefs, fears, and limitations that no longer serve us. It's a moment of liberation that occurs when we confront the darkness within ourselves, with the intention of transforming it into light. A lunar eclipse happens when the Earth stands between the sun and the moon, casting a shadow on the lunar surface. This celestial event, in esoteric terms, represents a cosmic dance between light and darkness, between consciousness and the unconscious, between the visible and the invisible. The shadow cast on the moon symbolizes the hidden parts of our psyche, those facets of ourselves that we prefer to ignore or have been unable to integrate. In these moments, the cosmic energy pushes us to look at what is usually out of our sight. In the spiritual context, the eclipse invites a process of shadow integration. During this period, we are presented with a unique opportunity to confront those dark aspects of our minds, those parts of ourselves that we have relegated to oblivion. The blood moon, by revealing our shadow, challenges us to look at ourselves honestly, to confront our deepest fears, and to integrate those qualities we have denied. Only by doing this can we achieve a state of greater consciousness and balance. The moon, like us, follows a constant cycle of growth, fullness, and renewal. During a blood moon, this cycle intensifies, reminding us that life is a continuous process of death and rebirth, both on a physical and spiritual level. In many traditions, the moon is linked to feminine cycles, symbolizing menstruation, childbirth, and death, as a reminder that everything in the universe is in constant transformation. The cycle of the blood moon, in a way, invites us to actively participate in our own spiritual transformation. It challenges us to let go of the old versions of ourselves, those limited by fear, ignorance, and limiting beliefs. By doing so, it gives us the chance to be reborn, to move toward a more authentic and awakened version of our being. In alchemical teachings, the red of the moon is also associated with the process of calcification. The first step of spiritual transmutation is the moment when raw matter, our limitations and conditioning, is transformed through inner fire. This phase is not easy. It involves confronting the darkest aspects of oneself. But it is only when we face our shadow that we can purify it and turn it into spiritual gold. The blood moon symbolizes this alchemical process, a reminder that darkness is an essential stage on the path to enlightenment. More practically, the blood moon becomes a catalyst for personal and spiritual change. Those who are aware of its energy can harness it to do deep inner work, confronting their fears, freeing themselves from emotional burdens and regenerating. Its awareness is a cosmic invitation to align our energies with those of the universe, surrendering to the process of transformation, even when it seems frightening or disconcerting. Now that we have understood the fundamental concepts of the blood moon, its cosmic and spiritual symbolism, it is time to delve even deeper into the nuances and dimensions of its influence. This red moon invites us not only to introspection, but also offers essential lessons about the power of change, emotional chemistry, and the connection between the human microcosm and the cosmic macrocosm. Let's explore how these aspects intertwine, creating a map for our spiritual evolution. Blood is the vital fluid that circulates in all living beings. In the esoteric context, the blood of the blood moon is not just a bright red color in the sky, but a symbolic representation of the blood that runs through our own veins. It is a call to purify our own spiritual blood, to heal and release everything that has kept us trapped in cycles of suffering or stagnation. Alchemists spoke of the transmutation of the impurities of the soul, an internal transformation process that requires purification of our deepest being. During the blood moon, this need intensifies. This is the time when intense emotions, repressed memories, and limiting beliefs rise to the surface. Facing these dark aspects of ourselves is not a simple process. It requires courage, but also a conscious surrender to the healing process. The red moon invites us to embrace these darker aspects of ourselves, knowing that by integrating them, we find greater harmony within. The lunar eclipse confronts us not just with the darkness of the sky, but with the darkness within us. The shadow is a profound concept in psychology and spirituality, representing those facets of our personality that have been suppressed, ignored, or rejected. This encounter with our shadow is not a comfortable event, but it is essential for spiritual growth. The blood moon becomes a mirror that reflects our darkest parts, our emotional wounds, past traumas, irrational fears, and unacknowledged desires. During this time, we are urged to confront these shadows with compassion and courage. It's not about rejecting or fearing these aspects, but understanding that they are part of our human journey. Only when we accept and work with them can we transcend them within ourselves. In the tradition of Kabbalah, this process is symbolized by the concept of tikkun, meaning the repair of the soul. The blood moon, in this context, offers the opportunity to heal those fractured parts of our psyche, restoring spiritual balance. Thus, the red moon is not just a symbol of endings, but also of a renewed beginning, where what was broken can be repaired and restored. The alchemical process, as we have mentioned, is based on the transmutation of the impure into something higher. During the blood moon, this process manifests more directly. It is a moment when symbolic death, the end of a cycle, meets rebirth. Death, on the spiritual plane, is not an ending, but a transformation. This is the fundamental principle of spiritual alchemy. Death is not the end, but transformation. During the blood moon, the cycles of death and rebirth are presented more clearly. It's as if the cosmos offers us a unique opportunity to let go of old thought patterns, negative emotions, and limiting attitudes. By doing so, we can experience a rebirth, the chance to start anew, but from a higher consciousness. Alchemists knew that this process was not instantaneous. The transmutation into spiritual gold requires patience, work, and dedication. Similarly, the blood moon serves as an invitation to begin this transformative work, a process that can last a lifetime, but starts with a deep intention for change. Just like gold is refined in fire, our soul is purified through the trials and challenges we face. In that process, we come closer and closer to our purest and brightest form. In many spiritual traditions, the path to enlightenment or spiritual awakening is not a process of escaping the mundane, but rather of integrating all parts of our being, both light and shadow, reason and emotion, the divine and the human. The blood moon invites us to undertake this integration work. It's not enough to recognize the shadows. We must learn to embrace them, to understand them, and to use them as tools for our evolution. Authentic spirituality does not seek to eliminate the dark parts of our being, but to find peace and balance in their integration. This is the true meaning of transmutation, the acceptance of our wholeness, of the divine and imperfect within us. The blood moon, by bringing darkness to light, shows us that we must learn to live with our shadows, without denying or rejecting them. Only when we fully integrate, when we accept all aspects of our existence, can we achieve inner peace. Now that we have explored the spiritual and cosmic aspects of the blood moon, it is time to take a step further and connect this knowledge with concrete practices that you can incorporate into your life. The blood moon, with its transformative and purifying energy, offers a unique opportunity to work with our shadows, heal what needs to be healed, and move towards a higher version of ourselves. Here, I will guide you through a ritual that you can perform during this cosmic event to harness its powerful energy of renewal. Before starting any ritual, it is essential to prepare the space where you will work. The blood moon is a phenomenon of great power, and to align yourself with its cosmic energies, your environment must reflect that transformative energy. Find a quiet place, away from distractions, where you can feel connected to your inner self. This place will be your sanctuary, a sacred space where you can engage in introspection and purification. Start by physically cleaning your space, removing unnecessary objects, and then proceed to purify it spiritually. You can do this by using sandalwood incense, Palo Santo, or any herb that resonates with you. The smoke has the ability to clear stagnant energies and prepare the ground for deep meditation. If you have red or black candles, light them for transformation. During the ritual, set up a small altar with items that represent your intentions. A quartz crystal to amplify energy, a piece of paper where you will write down what you wish to release, or an object or photo that symbolizes what you want to leave behind. The first step to working with the blood moon's energy is to clarify your intentions. What aspects of your life or being do you want to transform? What fears, traumas, or limiting beliefs do you need to release in order to move forward? Take a moment to meditate on these questions and write your thoughts in a notebook or on a piece of paper. Clarity is essential, as the blood moon is capable of amplifying the energy of what we release. So your intentions must be precise and conscious. As the blood moon rises in the sky, go to a place where you can see it clearly. Connecting with this celestial event is fundamental. Stand up, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Feel yourself as part of the universe, connected to the cosmic energy flowing through you. Visualize the red light of the moon as a river of energy flowing into your body, coursing through your veins, heart, and mind. Feel how this energy penetrates you, touching every part of your being, dissolving blockages, wounds, and old beliefs. Invite the shadows within you to come to light. This may involve reliving repressed emotions, unresolved thoughts, or moments in your life marked by pain. Do not fear what arises. The blood moon is the perfect time to release these energies. If feelings of fear, sadness, or anger surface, simply observe them without judgment. Accept them as part of you, and at the same time, visualize how the red light of the moon transforms them. Imagine that this light purifies everything negative, dissolving any form of suffering or fear. You can visualize how these shadows transform into golden light, like gold purified by fire. During this ritual, you may feel the urge to make a symbolic sacrifice, such as letting go of what no longer serves you. This could be a toxic relationship, an old limiting belief, or even a self-destructive behavior. Take the paper where you wrote your intentions for transformation and burn it in a candle or a safe container. As it burns, visualize how what you've written dissolves, freeing you from that burden. This act of burning symbolizes the death of the old and the birth of the new. After the release, take a moment to feel the peace that follows purification. Thank the blood moon for the opportunity for healing and transformation. Feel how, little by little, new energy flows through you, bringing the possibility of a new beginning. Remember that this process is not instantaneous. True transformation takes time. What matters is that you have aligned yourself with the cosmic energy of the event and taken the first step towards your rebirth. Finally, respectfully extinguish the candles and incense. thanking the presence of the energy you have invoked. Collect any objects or symbols you have used and keep them in a special place. Your work with the blood moon doesn't end with the ritual. What you've started today is a continuous healing process to seal the transformation. You can take a few moments to meditate, visualizing your life in its new state, free from limitations, full of light and potential. This ritual is just one of the many ways to work with the powerful energy of the blood moon. It can be adapted according to your beliefs, your needs, or whatever feels most suitable for you. What's important is that you take the time to consciously connect with this cosmic event and use its energy to facilitate deep internal work of transformation. We have embarked on a vast journey through the cosmic and spiritual energies awakened in us by the blood moon. We have explored its profound symbolism as an invitation to transformation, the integration of the shadow, and the rebirth of our being. From ancient traditions to modern practices, this phenomenon reminds us that life is a continuous cycle of death and rebirth. The blood moon is not just an astronomical event. It is an open door to the depths of our being, a moment when cosmic energy invites us to heal, to let go of what no longer serves us, and to move towards a new version of ourselves, purer and more conscious. By embracing the shadows of our being and transforming them with cosmic light, we can access a wisdom that transcends the earthly realm, a wisdom that connects us with the entirety of the universe. Remember that each time the blood moon rises in the sky, it is not just an event happening in outer space, but a reflection of the internal cycles that are unfolding within us as well. Each of us carries a red moon inside, a transformative power waiting to be activated when the time is right. Through ritual and introspection, we can attune ourselves to this cosmic energy, not only to heal but to accelerate our spiritual evolution and awaken our deepest potential. I invite you that, the next time the blood moon lights up the sky, you take this opportunity to reflect on what in your life needs to die to make way for the new. Take the time to perform a ritual of release and rebirth, following the steps we've explored. This is not just a mystical practice, but a path of self-discovery and empowerment. By working with the blood moon, you align yourself with a cosmic process that has been occurring for millennia, becoming an agent of your own transformation. At the end of the day, the blood moon is a reminder that we are not separate from the universe. We are an extension of it. Its cycles are our cycles. Its light is our light, and its shadows, our shadows. By understanding and embracing this profound connection, we can walk toward a brighter future, filled with infinite possibilities. So that the next time you look up at the sky and see the red and powerful blood moon, remember that it is the perfect moment to pause. Thank you for joining me on this journey towards ancestral and cosmic wisdom. May the light of the blood moon illuminate your path and guide you towards the transformation you are destined to experience. We have closed the cycle of our journey on the blood moon. I hope this content has inspired you to deeply reflect and connect with your own process of transformation. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share if this message resonates with you.